Hi, it's Marcus here from 4Pos. Just want to make a quick video, or maybe not as quick, about bill of material products. Customers asked us to help setting up their store, and specifically they're looking at bill of materials, how to set it up properly, and how to set up a bill of material with a batch type of product. In other words, in this example, the highlighted part that I've done now is the lady is doing a tartar sauce in bulk. In that bulk, she's using mayonnaise, parsley, cucumber, spring onion, and a quarter carrots. Okay, so what I've done in 4Pos now, we'll keep on jumping back to that. But what I've done in 4Pos is I've set up those same items for you here. So let's have a look at our tartar sauce bulk, as you can see over there. And then what I've done is, just to make it easy for myself, I've taken all the ingredient products, in other words what goes into the tartar sauce, the mayonnaise and parsley and whatever else, and set that up into the same pricing group. So I could filter now and say, okay, fine, I'm only looking for the bill of material products. So let me just show you how to do that. In case, so yes, my pricing group, I set up bill of material, and there's my items. So if I look at tartar sauce bulk, I've now gone into it. It gives me a yield of 4.4 kilogram. If I look at my bill of material, you'll see that all the different items are in there. I've taken carrot as a kilogram, so I've said, okay, fine, we're using 100 gram. Okay, so you always got to work off whatever denomination of weight size that you want to do. Cucumbers, I've said, okay, fine, let's assume I'm buying cucumber in kilogram. The cost is 66. I'm using 20 gram of that, so I can jump back to what she gave us, and I said, okay, fine, cucumber, yes, there's 20 grams of that in there. Okay, mayonnaise 4.3 kilos, in other words. Parsley 1.5 of the 20 gram, in other words 30 gram of parsley, and then spring onion 75 gram. I just worked on what I could get from my local Checkers store, and my local Checkers sells spring onion at 75 gram packets, and I've said that calculated is 0.266. In other words, if we now go back again to our spring onion and say, well, are we using 20 gram, and I'm buying it in 75, I've got to take my 20 divided by 75. That will give me a quantity or a percentage of that. Alright, so done all of that, it gives me a total cost here at the moment of 334.48, as you can see at the bottom here. In other words, that's the weight of the batch. Okay, so yes, it's quite expensive, but at least you're getting 4.4 kilos out of it, out of tartar sauce. Now the customer says, well, okay, they go one step further. They then take that and portion it, and they use tartar sauce 35 grams out of that. So if I go into that one, I will then go into my bill of material and say, okay, fine, of my tartar sauce bulk, which gives me my 4.4 kilogram, and I'm using 35 grams, so I'll take 35 gram on a calculator. Let me just jump back into my calculator and say, all right, fine, let's go and say my 35 gram divided by my 4,400 gram, right? Okay, and that is 0.0079. Okay, you can carry on as many digits as you want to, but that's it. So effectively, the system is then calculating and say, fine, on a 35 gram tartar sauce portion, it's costing me £2.64. All right. And the other thing that they have is they also put it into a portioning size, or a plastic of 70 gram. Now again, you can go and calculate it from the batch, or you can just say, fine, I'm using my tartar sauce 35 gram, two of those. Okay, and that gives me 528. All right, and that's the whole concept. So we'll obviously be buying all the different products individually at their prices and so forth, and as I buy it, my costs will go up and down and so forth. All right, and that's the batch of the tartar sauce. Further, all right, and then the next step, she also gave us some idea of patties, So let's assume that yes, she does this. So let's go and try and do this. Again, please don't use my recipe or her recipe then and say, but hang on, I made this recipe and it tastes horrible or fantastic or whatever the case may be, and blame us for it. It's not our recipe, okay? It's just an example. So please, if you then take 10 kilogram mince and feed it to your dogs. Sorry, not our problem. All right, but in any case, in this example, there's 10 kilogram mince, 12 eggs, 100 grams salt, pepper, parsley, and breadcrumbs. And that will give us a batch of 10.5. And I've just worked it out roughly. Working on eggs is roughly about 33 grams per egg, etc., etc. All right, and that will give us a batch then of 10.5 kilogram, or a yield of 10.5 kilogram. Okay, so let's go and see how we set that up. All right, and here we've got burger patty batch, yields 52 patties. In other words, I said, okay, fine. What is the weight of this divided by, let's assume that if I'm doing a 200 gram patty, you might say, but my patty is 300 gram or 350 or whatever. It's up to you. I mean, you'll calculate it accordingly. In my example, this is what I've done. Okay, I've just said here that let's look at my burger patty. Yields 52 patties, and again, you can add on to that and you can say, but hang on, actually there is 10.5 kilos or 10.4 kilos, however you calculate it. Again, my bill of material will then consist of the breadcrumbs per kilogram, 200 grams of that, 1 dozen eggs, which is the 12. And again, you can say, well, I'm buying eggs in a tray, and there's so many in a tray, and then you'll calculate it, you'll work it out. Parsley, again, 20 grams is 30 grams of my recipe. Pepper, 70 grams of my kilo. Salt is 1 kilo of salt in there. Again, please don't blame me if it's too salty for you, because the percentage might not sound right. And then topside mince, 10 kilos. All right, and again, that yield gives me a cost of 1879.29. So if we then take that one step further and say, okay, fine, what is my patty, my single patty? In other words, if I go in there and I go and look at my bill of material, that is then my 200 gram divided by 10.5 gives me a yield of, a quantity of 0.019 of my batch. In other words, the completed batch of patties, which tells me that it's 3571. Okay. Then, of course, you can go one step further and say, okay, fine, hang on, I want to do a burger now. All right. I don't think I have burgers on here. No. No. All right, so let me just clear my filter, because burgers are not part of my bill of material items. So I'm just pressing escape out of there, and let's go and look at my burger. All right, and I think I've worked out to the burger only. All right, so let's have a look at my burger only. And in my bill of materials, I said I'm using, out of my buns, 1 bun. All right, and again, the buns you might buy in dozen, you might bake it yourself, you might do whatever you want to do. You can build recipes on recipes on recipe, doesn't matter. And now I'm using that patty that I've just built in my recipe over there, and that gives me a cost of 35.71. My tartar sauce also coming from my batch, or my 35 grams that eventually comes from the batch, one of those. It tells me my burger is 39.27. Okay, in other words, the cost to make a single burger, I know it's a simple burger, it's just got a patty and some tartar sauce on a bun, that's all, nothing fancy. Okay, it's not a Gordon Ramsay special. Okay, then if we go to pricing, now theoretically I'm selling this burger for 55 Rand. All right, if I sell it for 55 Rand, and my, as you can see here, my GP is 17.89%, which effectively means if you turn it around, I'm sitting on a 82% food cost. Ridiculous. Okay, I can't make a living on that. So theoretically, as we know, food is typically times 3, so we'll do a 39 Rand burger will cost me about 120 odd Rand. Okay. All right, and now I'm getting a GP percentage of 62%, which will give me a food cost of 38. Well, that's more in line. Okay, I can make a living on that. So for the uninformed that doesn't know about restaurants, yes, that's the cost to make it, and don't jump to conclusions and say, "Wow, they make big money." No, they don't, because they've got rent and salaries and everything else that doesn't come into play here, and that obviously influences the actual GP or gross profit, firstly, and secondly the net profit, and of course they've got wastage and so on. So restaurants, yeah, tough business. So if they charge you 120 Rand for a burger, appreciate it, accept it, and enjoy it. And tell all the good people how much you enjoyed the burger. Hope you enjoyed the video.